Hi guys, welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for June 14th, 2021, which is a Monday. But before we begin, I want to let you know that I post daily horoscope videos every day on YouTube, on my channel, and on my website called realmofastrology.com. And I also do weekly horoscope videos that I post every week and monthly horoscope videos that I post every month on these two platforms. I also do monthly sun and rising sign horoscopes that you can watch on my website or on my channel. And before we begin, I want to remind you to hit the subscribe button. All right, so today is an extremely important day. It is the Saturn Uranus square. Those of you who watch me regularly, you know that I talk about this in every video. So I'll give you a brief background, and the whole video we're going to discuss the Saturn Uranus square because nothing else is more important than this event. So Saturn and Uranus, let me put that on the chart for you guys. So Saturn is right here and Uranus, they are making a 90-degree angle, a square. And this energy has been with us all year, all of 2021, and will be with us even into next year. And these planets, the square between them will come exact 3 times this year. The first time was in Feb, the second time is today on June 14th, and then the next time will be in December. Okay, and what do I mean when they come exact? I mean, let me show you. Uranus is at 1306, and Saturn too. Okay, let me move the chart a little bit back, or forward rather. Hang on. There. And Saturn, okay. Uranus is at 1306 and Saturn's at 1306 as well. Okay, they're at the same degree and they're squaring. That's what it means when a square comes exact. And the whole year they'll be squaring in the sense that Saturn could be at 14 degrees, I'm just giving an example, and Uranus could be at 1350, but they'd still be in that square, but not exact. So today is a special day because these two planets, the square between them comes exact. Okay, now first of all, what is this energy and why is it so important? So Saturn and Uranus are two very big energies. Okay, they're very different energies, and these planets don't square very often. The last time this square took place was about 21 years ago. So witnessing such energy is a thing that happens probably a few times in one's lifetime. So this is a big deal. And this energy is all about getting rid of the old structures, old thought patterns, old ways of living, thinking, being, and embracing the new. It's also about embracing your uniqueness, your authentic self, who you truly are. And this whole year is about that, even into next year. And I did say in my weekly horoscope video for this week, this struggle that's taking place, it's a struggle. Why is it a struggle? Because these planets are in a square 90-degree angle. So there's a struggle to get rid of the old and embrace the new. There's a struggle to get rid of the idea of who you think you should be and who you actually are, your unique self. But by next year, this change that's taking place now will be very visible, but not until next year, because we still have this energy all year. We will have the exact square in December. And what does that mean? It means that the process is not complete. Sometimes we have one square and that's it, done. But now we're having 3 squares, one direct motion, one retrograde, and then direct again, which means it will take all year and even into next year, but all of this year till December, for that change to take place, the change of getting rid of the old and embracing the new, the change of becoming your unique self, to take all year and be tangible beginning of next year, visible next year. And that brings me to my next point, that this Saturn-Uranus square that's happening is more of an internal process. Yes, you might see some changes in your material reality, but a lot of the changes that are taking place with this particular square will be within, I believe. Will be on the internal. Who am I? Am I truly being who I am? Or am I being who I think I should be? It could be even the questioning of who am I truly? Any of those things. And this change that's taking place will stay with us, will feed into your life till 2032. Because Saturn and Uranus cycle is a 45-year cycle. It started in 1988 when these two planets conjuncted met up in Sagittarius. And it will end in 2032 when these planets meet up again. So whatever you're changing, that process of being you who you truly are is going to stay with you in some way, shape or form till 2032 at least. Or is required for you to do so that even after 2032, we can embrace what life has for us. And this is a big deal. Let me mention that. Let me mention that Saturn Uranus square is a big deal because a lot of the energy right now is Aquarian energy. And Aquarian energy is all about embracing your uniqueness. It's about embracing your authentic self. It's about equality. It's about the internet. It's about science, technology, innovation. And why do I say that we have a lot of Aquarius energy? Well, one, because Saturn is in Aquarius, okay? But nothing else right now is in Aquarius. But back in Feb, we had a stellium of planets in Aquarius. And before that, in December, Saturn and Jupiter conjuncted in Aquarius. And those of you who are aware of the ages, a lot of astrologers do say we have entered the age of Aquarius. And for these reasons, I say it's all about Aquarius right now. And Aquarius is what? Your unique self, your authentic self, your true self. It's about progress. It's about getting rid of the old, embracing the new. It's about the future. And this Saturn Uranus square is helping us coming to the future, progress, become our unique self, find our humanity, find our equality. So this is the energy for today, and let's talk about some aspects this energy is making. And the first of those is a square to the moon. Uranus is squaring the moon, as you can see on the chart, and it is squaring Saturn, definitely. And the moon here is opposing Saturn. This is a lot of intensity because what's happening now with this, the moon's involved. The moon's involved in this square, in this energy, our emotions, our internal heart and soul, very deeply embedded, involved in these changes that are taking place, in this struggle between the old and the new, in this fight between who you think you should be and who you actually are. And in some ways, we feel the intensity of this emotionally. And the moon is in the sign of Leo. Okay? The moon in Leo typically is all about fun and hobbies and pleasure and creativity. However, with the opposition to Saturn, all this becomes hard. All this becomes difficult. But the positive is the moon moves so fast that this energy will ease off really, really quick. But be mindful that if you're feeling emotionally, the only thing that comes to my mind is emotionally you feel like you're in a pressure cooker because there's so much intensity, then it's because of this. And you may need to transform something connected to your emotions as well. You may need to define something connected to your emotions. And this change, this definition can come out of nowhere. It can be completely unexpected and even to you. So I just want to prep you to not react, to go within today and let the changes take place. It's a time to figure out who you really are and what needs to go and what needs to stay. And just know it's an intense day. And today is also a day that we are still early on in the day. Let me move the chart a little bit. Early on in the day, we still have the Sun-Neptune square on, okay? Sun Neptune square. We spoke about this yesterday, so you can watch my yesterday's video for details. But we are still in this energy of Sun square Neptune. And this can be one of two things. Either your spirituality and identity are totally aligned. Totally aligned. In your soul, you're connected to the higher realms, to your spirituality. And you say, yeah, who I am becoming, my soul, everything is in alignment with my spiritual path, with my spiritual calling, with my spirituality. My identity is full of love and compassion, is working towards the greater good, because that could be one magical way the Sun Neptune square manifests itself. Or it could be a lot of confusion about who you are, what you want, who you're becoming, your identity. So the backdrop of the Saturn Uranus square is the Sun Neptune square, which will not feel easy either. And with Mercury retrograde, if you are feeling confused, then the confusion is not likely to lift anytime soon. It's best to wait till June 22nd when Mercury goes direct. So that's all I'm going to say for today, because I want to highlight that this Sun Uranus square is the most important event. And if it feels intense, if you feel emotionally stressed, if you feel confused, the advice I would give is to wait it out and reflect. Now I'll pick a card for today. Okay, I'm gonna go with the top card today. It says chaos and conflict. This is extremely appropriate. Saturn Uranus square is chaotic, and the 90-degree square is a conflict. Like I said, we will be figuring out the new and the old, what needs to go, what can come along with me, who I think I should be and who I actually am. This battle, there's a conflict happening. And typically squares do represent change, they represent friction, they represent conflict. And this conflict is happening within you, is my belief, because Mercury is retrograde. Everything is internalized. And Saturn is retrograde as well. And like I said, chaos and conflict is because of the Saturn-Uranus square, and probably the fact that the moon is opposing Saturn and squaring Uranus is not making this energy easier. I know it's difficult to watch not very positive horoscopes. I'm not saying it's not positive. All I'm saying is the energy can feel difficult, but the outcome of that energy is always positive. I always believe that everything that happens to us is for our good and the greater good. But I'm a Sag, so that's just me. I always look at the glass half full. So I would say it's only through chaos and conflict can change come about. And today is a day of a lot of change, hence a lot of conflict. And figuring out the old versus the new. Figuring out who you think you should be versus who you actually are. And that process of doing so is not easy. So that's all I leave you with. Do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the daily horoscope. Bye.